There we go then. Just bought a 2keyword.com automotive sector really. 2keyword.com 2020. I bought it for less than 10 quid. Right. Less than the price of a takeaway. It's valued at less than $100, but it's worth more than that as a brand for a car manufacturer to make it a brand, or car retailer to make it a brand. But that's how it is, and it's 10 quid. Yesterday, okay, I remember it's in my practice account, but it's still the same thing. I sold my November options, and I bought my December ones. So I've now got, so in my swing trading options, I don't probably make more than 20 trades a month. I bought about nine options, and at the start of yesterday, my options would have expired if I didn't sell them yesterday afternoon. They would have expired yesterday evening anyway, so I had to sell them anyway. Because if I didn't sell them, I would have just one trade, which is not options, which is Bitcoin. And so I sold my options because they have an expiry date, and yesterday was the expiry date. So I've now got new options which are expire sometime middle of December, something like that. So I've now got nine options, 8 options, and I've now got 8 options trades, and they're all option calls in the current climate, and a Bitcoin. But yeah, I don't know what. See, this is it. It doesn't need to make. None of these last month didn't make any profit, really. But then again, it's like, do you make all your profit if you go to work? Do you make all your profit in 1 month? No, you make the profit over the course of 12. The same as in trading. Sometimes you'll see some companies, they might make a loss, they might make a profit, but overall, generally, usually at the cost for the year, they make a profit. But so my options now, I'm happy with what I bought. Balance is about 120 grand. So I'm down about. I could have cashed out for 130 during the month, but chose to stay in the trades. And I'm happy with the trades I've got. I think Tesla went up yesterday by about 10% or something like that. But I don't really mind what it does. It's yes, that's just options. So every month I some places, some trades you can actually just have options, and they just roll into the next option, roll into the next option, roll into the next option, right? And it just carries on, right? Or you buy your option just ends. You buy it for about almost like a month, like a calendar month or some month, whatever it is, and then it expires. When you buy it, you know the expiry date of the option, and that date it will expire at 9 o'clock if you're in the States. So after the closing bell, right, it's expired, right? So you don't have it in the morning trade after. So then but then there's lots of, when you're in options, there's lots of different options. You can have, there's loads of options, right? I don't know much about all the different options. I just trade the way that I trade. And then each time I've sold an option, like yesterday I sold my options, I look at the option I want to buy for the next month, and I can have. So let's just say I want to buy an option. I don't want to buy I saw a vlog, a trading vlog recently, a while back, and trader, I think it's Warrior Trader, I think, that it doesn't buy more than between $2.20, and I'm the same because I bought options about 50p, and you think, oh, fantastic, I've got options for 50p, yeah. But it's okay. But let's just say the first 2 weeks they plummet, because they can do, yeah. And they might. You go 50p, you got options of 6p, and there is not a lot of margin between 6p and 0, is there? Once you've got the $2, roughly, the option's gaining a bit of traction. Or if you want to be a bit play safer, effectively, you can go a bit higher, sort of, somewhere between, I don't know. But it's almost like, what is it like? I'm trying to think what it's like. But there's not a lot of room. It's almost like the beach, yeah? Like the beach. When you go in, you just put your feet in the water. There's not a lot between you and the top of the waves, is there? That's what it is. That's like options. The further you get out, the options have more room to swing. But they don't when you first get to the beach. You got this much of between the sands here and the waves here, yeah. But then you go out further and you've got nice big swings, volatile swings. So that's how I like to get the options. Just the way I trade and how you trade. Seek financial advice. This is not financial advice. This is just me waffling about how I trade. And that's it. So I bought my options yesterday, and what they do, I've got 20. I'll be in the same trade, and these will be left open overnight, swing trading. I purposely choose no stop loss. That's just the way I trade. Because yes, as much as stop losses can actually stop your loss, which is what they're designed to stop you losing money. So, but then again, like, they can come down to here. Or that's the thing. They can come from there to there. But then what happens if it goes like that? You wouldn't get that because your trade would be stopped out here. So you would never get the other side of the wave effectively in the stock market chart, because your stop loss prevents you from doing that, because you don't want it to crash. But when it doesn't crash and it goes but it goes and then comes up again, you don't get the upturn because your stop loss has stopped you out. Yes, it's very risky. It's not for everybody. It's for me. I love it that way. But sure, man. But yeah. So I trade without stop loss. I just prefer it that way. If I'd traded with stop loss, I'd still be on 290,000 instead of 120. But I probably wouldn't have got to 290 grand if I'd had stop loss in, because it would have stopped me out of more trades than to get on the yeah. It's just that I allow the stock market to do what the stock market wants to do. I just let it. I just ride the stock market waves wherever it wants to go. So I care less. It's almost like you're walking a horse. Well, you're riding it. If you're riding it, you're always on it. But the chances are you can come off it, can't you? That's it. You can't come off the thing if you're walking it, because you don't have stop loss. It's probably a good idea, I don't know. But that's just me waffling about options. But yeah, just to say that I sold my options yesterday, because they was going to expire yesterday night at 9 o'clock, and I bought them yesterday afternoon. New ones for December, so I've got now until the middle of December to just sit there and see what they do. And if they make a decent profit, I'll close it as and when I want to close. And that's me. But so I'm not actually in, what do you call it? There's a phrase for it. You can use a stop loss, but you can use a mental stop loss. It means you've just got an idea where the trades are, and where you need them, where you want them to be ideally. And yeah, and you've got to understand the trades. And understanding the trades is just basically understanding what you're investing in. If you're buying houses, you should actually understand or know a bit about buying houses and what. Yeah. If you're buying land, you should understand a bit about land. And, yeah. If you're buying options, you should understand the options that you're buying and know roughly where they can fluctuate to, etc. This is just purely me waffling. I've got I'm talking via having looked at all my trades and done all my trades myself, buying everything from like, I bought Forex, I bought gold, I bought oil options, I bought everything. Right, yeah, I bought crypto, Bitcoin, and tech stock options, whatever. Yeah, so I'm just actually waffling from the trades, and I'll see what I can make. So I'm just waffling. This is just me, right? Yeah. Not for everybody, but it's me. Adios. Take care. Bye.